अन्तः प्रविश्यामलाचं मां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्य किल शक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना ज्ञां सहस्रचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणाहं नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं गुरुं हि स्वयं सत्यः प्रज्ञाभक्तिविनीतयः दीप्तिश्चातिव्रता नित्यं तं गुरुं प्रणमाम्यहम् सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। 42 from 38 स्वप्ने मन्त्रोपदेशः श्रवणपरिचितः सत्येव प्रबोधे स्वप्नादेव प्रसादात् अभिलषितफलं सत्यतां प्रातरेति सत्यप्राप्तिस्त्वसत्यादपि भवति तथा किञ्च तत्स्वप्रकाशम् येनेदं भाति सर्वं चरमचरमथोच्चावचं दृश्यजातम् मध्यप्राणं सुषुप्तौ स्वजनिमनुविशन्त्यग्निसूर्यादयोऽमी वागाद्याः प्राणवायुं तदिह निगदिताग्रानिरेषां न वायोः तेभ्यो दृश्यावभासः भ्रम इति विदितः सौक्तिकारौप्यकल्पः प्राणायामव्रतं तत् श्रुतिशिरसि मतं स्वात्मलब्धौ न चान्यत् नो कस्मादार्द्रमेधः स्पृशति च दहनः किन्तु शुष्कं निदाघात् आर्द्रं चेतोनुबन्धैः कृतसुकृतमपि स्वोक्तकर्म प्रजार्थैः तद्वज्ञानाग्निरेतत् स्पृशति न सहसा किन्तु वैराग्यशुष्कम् तस्माच्छुद्धो विरागः प्रथममभिहितः तेन विज्ञानसिद्धिः यत्किञ्चिन्नामरूपात्मकमिदमसदेवोदितं भाति भूमौ येनानेकप्रकारैः व्यवहरति जगत् येन तेनेश्वरेण तद्वत्प्रच्छादनीयं निभृतरशनया यद्वदेतद्विजिह्वः तेन त्यक्तेन भोज्यं सुखमनतिशयं मागृधोऽन्यद्धनाद्यम् जीवन्मुक्तिर्मुमुक्षोः प्रथममततः मुक्तिरात्यन्तिकी च तेभ्यासात् ज्ञानयोगात् गुरुचरणकृपापाङ्गसङ्गेन लब्धात् अभ्यासोऽपि द्विधा स्यात् अधिकरणवशात् दैहिको मानसश्च शारीरस्वासनाद्यः किपरतिरपरो ज्ञानयोगः परोक्तः श्रूयते खलु न श्रूयते Are you able to hear or not?
With earphones we are able to.
सर्वानुन्मूल्य कामान् कृतिकृतनिलयान्
हृदि कृतनिलयान्
क्षिप्तशङ्कूनिवोच्चैः
क्षिप्तशङ्कूनिवोच्चैः
क्षिप्तशङ्कूनिवोच्चैः वीर्यद्देहाभिमानः
वीर्यद्देहाभिमानः
वीर्यद्देहाभिमानः त्यजति चपलताम्
त्यजति चपलताम् त्यजति चपलताम्
आत्मदत्तावधानः
आत्मदत्तावधानः
आत्मदत्तावधानः यात्यूर्ध्वं स्थानमुच्चैः
यात्यूर्ध्वं स्थानमुच्चैः यात्यूर्ध्वं स्थानमुच्चैः
कृतसुकृतभरः
कृतसुकृतभरः कृतसुकृतभरः
नाडिकाभिर्विचित्रम्
नाडिकाभिर्विचित्रम् नाडिकाभिर्विचित्रम्
नीलश्वेतारुणाभिः
नीलश्वेतारुणाभिः नीलश्वेतारुणाभिः
स्रवदमृतभरम्
स्रवदमृतभरम् स्रवदमृतभरम्
गृह्यमाणात्मसौख्यः
गृह्यमाणात्मसौख्यः गृह्यमाणात्मसौख्यः
सर्वानुन्मूल्य कामान् हृदि कृतनिलयान् क्षिप्तशङ्कूनिवोच्चैः वीर्यद्देहाभिमानः त्यजति चपलतामात्मदत्तावधानः सर्वानुन्मूल्य कामान्. So here the karta here is stated in the third quarter of the verse. Krita sukrita bharaha sarvan kaman unmulya. Unmulya means having completely uprooted. Unmulya sarvan kaman, all the desires have been uprooted. Having uprooted all the desires, sarvan unmulya kaman hridi krita nilayan. Hridi krita nilayan, the word nilaya, nilaya stems from the dhatu li. So nilayaha, nilayam, so suppose you say nilayaha, the residence can be considered as nilayaha. Okay. Complete extinction is also called nilaya. Okay. Nishkarshena layam praptaha. So you can then also describe the using the word nilayaha. So hridi krita nilayan. So hridi krita nilayan, basically the dhatu li, liyate. In fact, we have a liyate hi sushuktau tat nigrihitam na liyate. So we have a Mandukya Karika. Liyate hi sushuktau tat nigrihitam na liyate. While describing the manaha, he said, sushuktau liyate nigrihitam na liyate. So on its own, slishyate basically it means. So here, hridi krita nilayan. So that which has got firmly stuck. Okay. So various kinds of desires which have got deeply stuck in your mind. So that which has taken this as the firm ground on which they can grow. So well rooted. So the kamas are so well rooted. So there are various kinds of kamas, and all of them have been well rooted. Well rooted due to various kinds of vasanas that we have. So janma janmantara vasana. So all of them drive, and those vasanas prompt you to do something, and being prompted, unable to control yourself, you create more vasanas, and therefore they keep on accruing, and they got firmly rooted. So that is what is described by Hridikrita Nilayan. What is to be done? Kshipta Shanku Nivochaihi. Kshipta Shanku Niva Uchaihi. The term Shanku is used to refer to something which is erected strongly. Okay. So Shankiyate. In fact, it is used to refer to some sort of a stick. In astronomy, so there is a certain experiment which is done, and the device that you use for doing this experiment is called Shanku. Okay, Shanku. So it basically refers to a short stick. Okay, so there is a nice definition also. See, Arkangulagra, which means it is 12 feet, 12 inches, 12 units in length. So there are nice descriptions in the astronomical works regarding Shanku. But the idea is the Shanku should be Suchyagra. Suchyagra means it has to have a sharp, pointed edge. It has to have pointed edge on both the sides. So for experiments where you need to take some shadow measurements, it has to be pointed at the top, because the shadow has to be fine tipped. So here, for you to erect down, so it has to be sharp, so that you just press it like our stumps, cricket stumps. You just press it, it goes. So here he says, Kshipta Shanku Niva Uchaihi. The term Uchaihi is basically an avya. It can mean several things in several contexts. You can use this Uchaihi to refer to the Shanku which is firmly rooted. Okay? Uchaihi Kshipta Shanku. Okay? So Kshipta means first initially rooted. So you can take it that way. Then, through a certain process, you are able to eliminate all this karma from your mind. So then also you can bring in Kshipta Shanku Nivochaihi. So the term Kshipta is generally used to refer to something which is deflected, thrown away. Okay? So you say Utshipta. Okay? Utshepana, Apakshepana, Akunchana, Prasarana, Gamanani, Panchakarmani. So this is how Utshepa, Apakshepa. We have something called Vikshepa. So Vikshepa. So everywhere you find the word Kshepa used. So it is same as that. Kshiptam. Okay. So basically Kshipa Prerane. So that is the idea. So initially you can think of the process describing firmly rooted Shankus. Okay. So what are the firmly rooted Shankus here? Kaman Uchaihi Kshipta Shanku Niva. Okay. So then Hridikrita Nilayan. So what does this fellow do? Okay, this is the general description of any human being. So any human being, he has various kinds of desires. Somebody wants to build a huge house. So you stay in one house, you want to go to some other house which is much bigger than this. Okay, so these are various kinds of things. So Hridikrita Nilayan. So they are firmly rooted. and you keep on fixing various shankus. Okay, kama after kama. So now, so I am in this position in this institution. In the next 3 years, I have to reach this position, wherever be it. So these are various kamas you keep planning. So each of them, he says, is a shanku. Hrudikrita nilayan kshipta shankun. This you have to understand in two ways. One is, I said that this has to be understood as a sharp-tipped thing, and therefore this really pierces you. So these various kamas that are there keeps pressing you, and there is a certain I have to achieve this, I have to achieve this. So this is there. Uchaihi kshipta shankun. Then what does this person do? Krita sukrita bharaha. So for you to eliminate this kama and slowly drive them away, okay? So for you to slowly drive them away, you have to do a lot of sukritas. Okay? So we have this beautiful verse right at the beginning of Viveka Chudamani. Okay? So in the fourth quarter of the second verse we have, okay, what is that? Jantunam nara janma durlabhamatah pumstvam tato viprata tasmad vaidika dharma marga parata vidvatvam asmat param atmanatma vivechanam svanubhavo brahmatmana samsthiti muktirno shatakoti janma sukritaihi punyair vina labhyate. So that sukrita is what he says. Shatakoti janma sukritaihi punyaihi vina nalabhyate. So now this mukti is immediately obtained. So whenever prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamanogatan atmanyevatmana tushtaha sthita prajnastadocyate. So that is what is ultimately aimed at. So that is what he is trying to convey here. And what is the process by which you will be able to? Prajahati means it doesn't just like that go. It only keeps adding. So more and more shankus. So here he says krita sukrita bharaha. Bharati iti bharaha. Sukrita bharaha. So kritaha. See, kritam. So the one who has performed a lot of sukritas, that is how you have to, the one who is filled with lot of sukritas. Okay. Kritas bharaha is used in the sense of atishaya. Sukrita atishayaha. See, the one who has performed. So, kritaha yena. Okay. So that person, krita sukrita bharaha, only that person will be able to shut off the kamas. Okay. So krita sukrita bharaha. Now you once again take this. Kshipta shanku nivochaihi. So initially as the kamas keep coming, you keep on rooting them deeply. And then by the performance of sukritas, you try to uproot them. So throw them away. So he says, Kshipta shanku nivochaihi. So here uchaihi should be, uchaihi is, since it is an avvaya, so it can be taken in various senses. In fact, we have this phrase, those who have learnt a little bit of grammar, they will know uchairu dattaha, nichairu dattaha, samahara svaritaha. So all that. So uchaihi is used in various contexts. Now uchaihi kshipta shankun means, so you will be able to pull them out and then throw off. Okay. So that, I mean, it completely disappears. Okay. So kshipta shanku niva uchaihi. So then he says, diryad dehabhimanaha. So dehe abhimanaha, dehabhimanaha. So diryat means it starts splitting. Okay. So the abhimana which made you stick to deha, it slowly starts moving away. Diryad dehabhimanaha. त्यजति चपलताम् आत्मदत्तावधानः. Atmani datta avadhanaha. See, avadhanaha means the one who focuses upon Atman. See, so we have this avadhana kriya which we use. So avadhana is basically paying attention to. Okay. So avadhanaha Atmani datta avadhanaha. So the one who has paid attention to Atman. So in what sense does he pay attention to Atman? He understands that all these kamas that have been set forth by me are only allowing me to enjoy the happiness momentarily. So the only way is to eliminate this kama. Okay? So process this kama, what is to be encouraged, what is not to be encouraged, etc. So this happens only through the refinement of mind. And refinement happens through sukritas. So this, in fact, the ultimate sukrita is Vedanta Shravana. So that is what my grandfather used to repeatedly say. Okay? So the sukritasya parakashtha means you have developed a great ruchi towards Vedanta. So as you have developed. So that is what is sukritasya parakashtha. Okay. So anyway, so that is what he is saying. Krita sukrita bharaha sarvan unmulya kaman. So here sarvan kaman refers to the kamas which are generally desired by normal people. So Vedanta Shravane kamaha. Okay. So that is a different kamana. So this kamana is to, so this, how can kamana be binding? How can kamana be releasing? Somebody was asking. So my father was just saying once, see, how can the key be locking? How can the key be unlocking? So you rotate this way, so it locks the door. You rotate this way, that unlocks the door. You understand? So it is like that. Kamana is like that. Where do you focus your kamana? Okay. So simple example. So kamana can be binding. Kamana can be relieving you. So therefore we always say, so sukrita kamana. So this kamana if you develop, okay, so then the other kamana goes off naturally. So that is the whole idea. Sarvanunmulya kaman. Kriti krita nilayan kshipta shanku nivochaihi diryad dehabhimanaha tyajati chapalatam. The word chapala, this occurs in Bhagavad Gita also. Okay. So in Bhagavad Gita, 16th chapter, so he defines various things. So there you have in one verse, see, Achapalyam. Achapalyam appearing. Okay. So this Achapalyam, see, Ahimsa Satyamakrodha Tyagashantirapaisunam Dayabhuteshvalolutvam Mardavam Krirachapalam. Okay. So there Bhagavad Pada defines, see, Asati Prayojane Vakpani Padadinam Avyaparaitritvam. Repeat. Asati Prayojane Vakpani Padadinam Avyaparaitritvam. This is a very beautiful definition. See, Vakpani Padadinam Vyaparayitritvam means engaging. Vyapara means some transaction, engage. Okay. So Vakpani Padadinam Vyaparayitritvam, when asati prayojani, when there is no real purpose. You understand? So you have something. Okay. So the appetite is over. Then also it is very good. So let us eat. In fact, one very interesting example, I am just reminded of this. I was once sitting in the lounge. Okay, so Mumbai airport lounge. My flight got delayed by 2 hours, so I had to wait for a long time. So then somebody came. So young lady, she was very trimly walking, etc. She just came and then she sat in front of me. Front means not at the same bench, in some other bench. So grabbed something. She ate. Then once again went and then ate. Then she walked out for a while. Then once again came and then once again she was eating. So she also noticed that I noticed her. So then, fourth time she was grabbing and then she saw. So then she smiled at me. I also smiled. Then after finishing whatever she grabbed, she just came to my table. So since we smiled, we greeted each other. So she came to my table and then she started talking to me. So she just asked, see, she had no feeling that she has done something wrong, etc., etc. But then she just wanted to pick up conversation. Okay. So she just said, so were you wondering why I was eating too much? So then I said, maybe you are hungry. See, after all, see, we do various things and then, and sometimes we feel very hungry and then we eat. No, that was not the reason. She said, since we get some nice food, I thought I will just keep on eating. Okay, so this is what is chapalata. You understand? Asati prayojane. The prayojana is kshunnivrti. Eating prayojana is kshunnivrti. Right? So you keep on eating. So this we may not get elsewhere. So let us eat. So this is the idea. So vakpani padadinam asati prayojane avyaparaitritvam means asati prayojane vyaparaitritvam chapalata. Okay, so chapalyam is, so without prayojana, if you keep on engaging in something, so then it is chapalyam. Okay, so that is what he is saying. Tyajati chapalatam. So chapalata means, here you have to understand, in this context, Atmadattavadhanaha means, so this person has now clearly realized that, so engaging my sense organs in fulfilling various kamanas is only giving me temporary satisfaction and the permanent satisfaction happens to be elsewhere by some other means. So therefore he focuses upon this Atman which is the source of happiness. So having focused upon that, so now he has realized, so this definition of chapalata, that is why I wanted you to have in mind clearly. Now he has clearly understood that, so anymore engaging is not going to not going to lead me to the ultimate prayojana of having permanent happiness. So asati prayojane, so what I seek is a permanent tripti. So sthita prajnatvam is what I seek. And this sthita prajnatvam happens only through atmadattavadhanaha, and that should happen. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan parthamano gatan atmanyevatmana tushtaha. So atmani atmana tushtaha means this itself is the source of perennial happiness, abundant happiness. So this is understood. So having focused on this, tejati chapalatam. So only with this understanding is that possible. Otherwise that is not possible. Therefore, he says atmadattavadhanaha tejati chapalatam. Slowly. So diryat dehadhimanaha, that is the process. So that is the process. Initially dehe abhimana. Okay. So this deha abhimana and abhimana with various other things connected with deha. So that is first drop. So then even in deha it is dropped. So ultimately what happens? So he says यात्यूर्ध्वं स्थानमुच्चैः कृतसुकृतभरः नाडिकाभिर्विचित्रं नीलश्वेतारुणाभिः स्रवदमृतभरं गृह्यमाणात्मसौख्यः यात्यूर्ध्वं स्थानमुच्चैः. Now, so we saw that this transformation that is happening in this person is ultimately sukha is here. Okay, so niratishaya sukha is something which has to be derived from the self. So only satishaya sukha I can go elsewhere. So all that I am slowly shutting off the doors for them. So nadikabhihi vichitram. This is some interesting description that he gives here. Grihyamana atma saukhyaha. So grihyamana atma saukhyaha. Once he has focused here. So atmanyeva atmana tushtaha. So that is what is described as grihyamana atma saukhyaha. Okay. So this is something which is emerging from within. Okay. Grihyamānātma saukhyaha. So what happens to him? Urdhvam sthanam yati. So that is stated later. Urdhvam sthanam yati. So or you can just say, here we have one more word uchchaihi. Once more. Uchchaihi is being used. We can just say uchchaihi sthanam yati. Okay. So uchchaihi sthanam yati means he reaches a state, so wherein there is no point of return. Okay, to mean pleasures. Uchchai sthanam yati. Uchchaihi, since it is used, so he becomes one with Brahman. Okay, sukha swarupaha. So that happens. Now urdhvam, we can just understand this as connecting phrase between the earlier half and the later half. So atmadattavadhanaha. So once he starts focusing upon one's own self, the nature of one's own self, urdhvam, after that grihyamānātma saukhyaha. So atmadattavadhanaha, when will it happen? It will happen only when you are sort of exposed to this. So otherwise, so you will not be. See, if you are just in a certain environment where everybody is doing some rat race business, so then you will also be doing the same thing. Okay? But for that, you need to first have an exposure. So then you start slowly focusing. Tadurdhvam. So then slowly you will understand. So how Vedanta helps you in deriving unlimited happiness from within. So then he says, Grihyamana atma saukhya atmadattavadhanaha tadurdhvam Grihyamana atma saukhyaha. Now, there is a certain interesting process which has been described here. So this, it's a little difficult for us to appreciate what is being stated. But we understand that there is some sort of a process which Acharya has in his mind. So there are, you can see nowadays they say, you know that there is some name, no? So they inject something and then you feel happy. You know that? Dopamine, whatever it is. So you do something, okay? So it releases some fluid and you feel as if you are happy, okay? Now perhaps, see, so don't say that I am quoting Acharya said dopamine. So I'm just saying, so the process which is being stated here, so is Sravad Amrita Bharam. You understand? So Sravad Amrita Bharam, there is some Amrita which is continuously flowing. Okay? Nadikabhihi vichitram. He himself says vichitram. So this is something. And through nadikas. What is this nadikas? The size of the nadikas. So he is describing, see in Upanishads elsewhere, that it is 1,000th of a micron, so something like that, okay, or a few microns, whatever. So one say Valagra Shatabhagasya Shatadha Kalpitasya. So this is another description that you find. Okay, so that is for jiva. So here even for nadika somewhere we find a similar description. See nadika bhihi vichitram neela shvetarunabhihi. These are some colors of the fluids that are coming, or the colors of the nadikas, whichever way you want you can take. Neela shvetarunabhihi nadikabhihi. Okay, neela, shveta, aruna is red. So this is neela, you can take it as black. Okay, very dark in color. Shveta is white, aruna is red. Neela shveta arunabhihi nadikabhihi sravadamrita bharam. Okay, so they are releasing something. Okay, and he is completely filled with that, and this person is in the state of paripurna ananda. So that is what is being stated here. Okay, neela shvetarunabhihi sravadamrita bharam grihyamana saukhyaha. It is a process, it is a continuous process. Okay, so as if you one after the other, if the kamanas get fulfilled, so you keep continuously happy if they are continuously fulfilled. Okay, so similarly, so here there is a perennial flow. So that is what is basically implied as we understand from this. Okay, sarvanunmulya kaman hridi krita nilayan. So as I was reading this, the word nilaya, so I was reminded of a very beautiful verse, okay, of Kalidasa. So we should read where this word nilaya has been used by Kalidasa. Okay, this is a very interesting verse. This occurs in the second chapter of Raghuvamsha. I will tell the verse, you repeat. Sancharaputani digantarani
Sancharaputani digantarani Sancharaputani digantarani
Krutva dinante nilayaya gantum
Krutva dinante nilayaya gantum Krutva dinante nilayaya gantum
Prachakrame pallavaragatamra Prachakrame pallavaragatamra Prachakrame pallavaragatamra Prabhapatangasya munescha dhenuhu Prabhapatangasya munescha dhenuhu. See, you should see the beauty which has been brought out by Kalidasa in describing a very simple phenomenon. The phenomenon is the cow returned back in the evening. This is all. So this is all that is to be described. It is a very natural thing. So they go for grazing and they return back in the evening. So now Kalidasa has created a beautiful scenery in front of you. So this is what you need to understand. And this is really phenomenal. So there is a lot of alankaras. That is why we just keep on praising Kalidasa. So just to give you a flavor, since this Nilaya word came, Sanchara putani digantarani Krutva dinante nilayaya gantum Prachakrame pallavaragatamra Prabhapatangasya munescha dhenuhu. The description that he gives fits both for sun and dhenu. So he brings in sun here. The word patanga. So patanga means, patanga can mean bird. Basically it means the one which keeps moving in the sky. Okay. So patati. Okay. So this patangaha, in fact, Pakshi Suryayoho. That is how the Kosha will describe. The Surya is described as a Patanga. So the Surya also keeps traversing across the sky. The birds also keep traveling, and therefore both are referred to as Patangaha. Now, Prabha Patangasya. So it is evening. Okay. So what happens is Prabha Patangasya. Okay. Prabha means that rays. So the rays of the sun are now going to set. It is the evening time. Okay. And what did the rays do? Sanchara Bhutani Digantarani. This is really very beautiful. See, Swasancharena Bhutani Digantarani. Digantarani means so various places. So various places is Digantara. So here this is true of even cows. So this, in fact, Dharma Shastras say, in fact that is why this traditionally what we do is, when you do Griha Pravesha, you bring in a cow. So the hoof of the cow, so wherever it plays, so that purifies. So that is our achara. Okay. The hoof, that is why even for doing this Anusthana, the evening time you are supposed to go to some Goshala. See, near that, and then you sit and then do the Anusthana. At least in the evening times, so this is what it is prescribed. Anyway, the Sanchara Bhutani Digantarani, this is applicable both to the traversing sun as well as the cow. You understand? So only through the sun's rays, so a lot of things, okay, happen in the world. Okay. So Sanchara Bhutani, they have purified by traversing. So they have purified all the places they visit. Sanchara Bhutani Digantarani Kritva Dinante Nilayaya Gantum. So having done this all through the day, Dinante, at the end of the day, Nilayaya Gantum. So Nilayaha here refers to where they will come and rest. So Liyate, okay, where they come and take rest. So Nilayaya Gantum, so they start returning back to where they were. Okay. So Nilayaya Gantum Prachakrame. Okay. And then he says Pallavara. This is used as an adjective to the rays of the sun. Prabha Patangasya. Patangasya Prabha Kidrishi. Pallavara. Ragaha is used in various senses. So Ragaha means deep desire. Therefore we have the word Viragaha. Ragaha can also mean red color. Okay. So red color, some people say that it represents, in some cultures, it represents love and affection. Okay. Ragaha. Okay. So that is red color. Ragaha is generally used to refer to Varnaha. So here you should just take it as Varnaha. So Pallava Raga is a beautiful usage. So if you see now, so we find everywhere in IIT. So people have eaten mango and then they throw the seeds. So if you just see, the moment it sprouts, so the leaves will be red in color. And then slowly they will turn into green color. Okay. So Pallavasya Ragaha, Pallava Ragaha means that beautiful red color in the Kisalaya of the leaves. Okay. So Pallavaraga Tamra. So Tamra is used to refer to copper. So here it is used to refer to the color of the copper. So Pallavaraga Ivar. So that is how you have to understand. Okay. So Tamra is Rakta Gunavan. In fact, that is how there is a grammatical peculiarity where this Matu Pratyaya gets dropped. Anyway, Pallavaraga Tamra Patangasya Prabha. So that beautiful rays of the sun, so which takes the color. So Nilayaya, it enters. Okay. Similarly, Munescha Dhenuhu. Okay. So Nilayaya Gantum Prachakrame. So this is how he beautifully turns this mundane description of cow returning into a immortal piece of poetry. And the Alankara here is called Deepaka Alankara. See, Prastuta prastutanancha tulyatve deepakam matam. So here Prastuta Varnana is basically the description of this. So anyway, so I said, so this is primarily Nilayaya Gantum. So this is also in a way applicable. So you just keep moving around all through the day. So and for 30-40 years you keep, okay, seriously engaging. And then Nilayaya Gantum Prachakrame. You understand? So Sanchara Putani Digantarani, you can say. So you keep engaging yourself in various kinds of activities and you ultimately realize the futility of all of them. So this Sancharena Puta, if you are intelligent, if you are a sane person, then at least at the later stage of the life, okay, Sanchara Puta. Anyway, so you do all this business and then you have to return back to the self, okay. So Prachakrame Pallavaragatamra. See, so you can say, so with the various kinds of images that you have created, so you return back to the self. Prabha Patangasya. Patangasya Prabha, you can take it as the inner light. Okay, so you just come back. So anyway, so this is a very beautiful verse. I was reminded when I saw this word Nilaya there, and I thought that I should convey this beautiful passage of Kalidasa to you. Okay, you read this Sanchara Bhutani Digantarani.
Sanchara Bhutani Digantarani.
Kritva Dinante Nilayaya Gantum.
Kritva Dinante Nilayaya Gantum. Kritva Dinante Nilayaya Gantum.
Prachakrame Pallavaragatamra.
Prachakrame Pallavaragatamra. Prachakrame Pallavaragatamra.
Prabha Patangasya Munischa Dhenuhu.
Prabha Patangasya
Munischa Dhenuhu.
Prabha Patangasya Munischa Dhenuhu.
Okay, now let me take you through a couple of more interesting verses, so which beautifully describe what happens when various kamas are being encouraged by us. Okay, so this is a nice verse. You just repeat, then we will see the meaning. Yavatah kurute jantuhu.
Yavatah kurute jantuhu. Yavatah kurute jantuhu.
Sambandhan manasah priyan.
Sambandhan manasah priyan. Sambandhan manasah priyan.
Tavantosya nikhanyante.
Tavantosya nikhanyante. Tavantosya nikhanyante.
Hridaye shokashankavaha.
Hridaye shokashankavaha. Hridaye shokashankavaha.
See, this description that we find here is very beautiful. So what is being stated in this verse? So sarvanunmulya kaman hridi krita nilayan kshipta shanko nivochaihi. This Kshipta Shanku Nivochaihi Hridikrita Nilayan. So he is described in this verse. He says, Yavatah Kurute Jantuhu Sambandhan Manasah Priyan. Manasaha Priyan Sambandhan. Whatever that attracts you, you just get sucked into it. Okay. So Sambandhan Manasaha Priyan. Temporarily, manaha basically is a fleeting. So you just get attracted towards them. Yavatah kurute. As much as you keep building this kind of relations, tavantosya nikhanyante. Tavantaha. So yavataha jantuhu kurute. Tavantosya nikhanyante. So many shankus are being planted. Okay. Tavantosya nikhanyante hridaye Shokashankavaha. Shokashankavaha means Shokasya Shankavaha, Shokashankavaha. So it is a Rupaka. So many sticks of sorrow, so many nails. In fact, Shankuhu also is a synonym for Kilaka. So in fact, whenever you draw some things, so you just hit something. It is like a sharp tip object you hit into the ground. So many nails that you hit into your heart. So this is what this Shoka Shankavaha. See, the nails of sorrow, so many of them are being hammered into the heart. See, Hridaye Shoka Shankavaha Tavantosya Nikhanyante. Hridaye Shoka Shankavaha. So what is to be done? See, so he says, Sampadah Pramadaschaiva.
Sampadah Pramadaschaiva. Sampadah Pramadaschaiva.
Tarangot Sangabhanguraha.
Tarangot Sangabhanguraha. Tarangot Sangabhanguraha.
Kastasvahi Panachatra. Kastasvahi Panachatra.
Kastasvahi Panachatra.
Chaya Suramate Buddha.
Chaya Suramate Buddha.
Buddha.
Chaya Suramate Buddha.
It's a very interesting verse. See, he is saying, Sampadaha Pramadaschaiva. Pramadaha basically refers to anything that sort of attracts you. So generally it is used to refer to women, but anything that sort of intoxicates you. So Sampadaha, so wealth as well as other kinds of attractions, okay, which really grabs you. Tarangot Sangabhanguraha. So they are just like wave, okay. Bhanguraha means they will immediately sort of perish away. Tarangot Sangabhanguraha. Okay. Therefore, he is asking, Kastasvahi Phana Chhatra Chaya Suramate Buddha. This is a beautiful simile, so through which he wants to drive the point. Buddha, so any intelligent person, so who will go and engage completely in those activities. So there the example that he gives is, in order to drive the idea, Ahi Phanachhatra Chaya. Very interesting. Ahihi means serpent, a huge cobra. Okay. Phana is the hood of that. Chhatra, that itself is the umbrella. Okay. Chaya, a shadow which is created by that. See, Ahi Phanachhatra Chayasu. So these are like this. Okay. So this various Sampat and Pramada, so are just like this. Ahi Phanachhatra. So it is very particularly very easy to understand. Nowadays, people so who have got used to this kind of drinking habit, only then they will be happy, etc. So I have gone to some international conferences. So therefore I know. So I know how the tendency of the people is. Okay, so this what they do is, once the evening comes, so they have to necessarily be there. So with some bottle and a few other things. So otherwise it is impossible for them to be happy. You understand? So this is a big problem that they have created for themselves. So some place, if it is not available, once I invited them, so why don't we have this meet in India? So then later I realized that there were talks in the corridors whether this fellow will provide that or not. So they decided not to. So anyway, so I'm not joking. So it is a reality which I'm saying. So Ahi Phanachhatra Chaya. So temporarily you have that, and for a few hours maybe whatever it is. Okay. Ahi Phanachhatra, and you are completely trapped into it. So ahipana chhatra chayasu kaha ramate buddha. If you are a wise man, will you ever do that? So that is what this shloka says. This is essentially pramada only. Okay. Sampada pramadāścaiva.
Sampada pramadāścaiva. Sampada pramadāścaiva.
Tarangot sangabhanguraha.
Tarangot sangabhanguraha.
Tarangot
sangabhanguraha.
Kastas vahipana chhatra chayasu ramate buddha.
Kastas
Vahipana chhatra chayasu ramate buddha. So this Buddha, this wise man, Atmadattavadhanaha. Okay? So he realizes the futility of all this. And sarvanunmulya kaman. So initially not knowing, so he deeply, okay, so hammered various nails. And then the moment he realized, okay, so he just dropped all of them, started uprooting one after the other. And finally, grihyamanatma saukhyaha. In fact, this has been beautifully captured in one verse by Bhartrhari. He is Tungam Veshma Sutas Satam Abhimataha Sankhyaatigas Sampadaha Kalyani Daita Vayaschanavamit Yajnanamudho Janaha Matva Vishwamanashwaram Nivishate Samsara Karagrihe Sandrishya Kshanabhanguram Tadakhilam Dhanyastu Sanyasyati. We have to understand this. So these are the kamas that we are talking about here. See, Tungam Veshme, I want to have a palatial house, okay, with this kind of garden, that kind of swimming pool, all that. So Tungam Veshme Sutas Satam Abhimataha. My son has to study in Harvard University, then he has to get the placement elsewhere. So Sataha Sankhyaatigas Sampadaha. I have earned this much. Okay, some more I have to earn. Okay. See, idamadhyamaya labdham imam prapsya manoratham idamastidam api me bhavishyati punardhanam. So on, so on. Okay. So that is all. Sankhyaatigas Sampadaha Kalyani Daita Vayascha Navam Ityajnana Mudho Janaha Matva Vishwam Anashwaram. So there is a certain Vishwam Anashwaram Matva. That is not there, that thinking. Okay. So pros and cons he doesn't think. Matva Vishwam Anashwaram Nivishate. Where does he enter? Samsara Karagrihe. Okay. So Karagraha in the form of Samsara. Okay. Samsara. Karagraha means, jail. I have been stuck in the jail. So as I was telling the other day, that Italian lady who was mentioning to me, I have created a beautiful house, but this itself is prison for me. Samsara, I am unable to leave. Samsara Kara Grihe. On the other hand, Sandrishya. Having analyzed this, Kshana Bhanguram. That is what we saw. Sapadire Chandrishya Kshana Bhanguram. Sapadire Dhanyastu Sanyasyati. Dhanyaha, if he is a blessed person, he will come out of it. Okay, even if he is there is no Shanku. Okay, you may be there. So only when you place the Shankus, see, the Shankus itself will create various fences for you. So you cannot come out. So that is what he is trying to say. Okay. There are 2-3 ways of understanding this beautiful simile. So one is, this itself can be piercing you. This cannot be gotten rid of if you have completely cocooned yourself. Okay. So that is what he is trying to say. Now let us read this. सर्वानुन्मूल्य कामान् हृदि कृतनिलयान् क्षिप्तशङ्कूनिवोच्चैः दीर्यद्देहाभिमानः त्यजति चपलताम् आत्मदत्तावधानः यात्यूर्ध्वं स्थानमुच्चैः कृतसुकृतपरो नाडिकाभिर्विचित्रम् नीलश्वेतारुणाभिः स्रवदमृतभरम् गृह्यमाणात्मसौख्यः। ॐ सर्वेऽपि सुखिनः सन्तु सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ